They put out a post seemingly threatening death on these Democratic lawmakers. I'll show you the post, but first off, take a listen to this video that they made that prompted him to do this.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris Deluzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlahan.
Congressman Jason Crowe.
I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
and the intelligence community
who take risks each day
to keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
and intelligence community professionals
against American citizens.
Like us. You all swore an oath
to protect and defend this Constitution.
And right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad,
but from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law
or our Constitution.
We know this is hard
and that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
the Army,
or Navy,
the Air Force,
your vigilance is critical.
And know that we have your back.
Because now, more than ever,
the American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws,
our Constitution,
and who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
So there you have it. Obviously, Donald Trump was not a big fan of that. Now, I'll just go ahead and show you what Donald Trump had to say without even sharing my opinions on any of this yet. Seditious behavior punishable by death. That's what Donald Trump wrote. And then prior to that, he also reposted something. Gavin Newsom wrote what he posted right here. And this is a repost that Donald Trump made on Truth Social, and it said, "Hang them, George Washington would." And Donald Trump reposted that, retruth that, I guess. So, of course, people on social media are going crazy. I mean, it's gotten like 1 million posts just reacting to this because people are so distraught about it all. This is what I will say. I mean, if the goal is to stop inciting violence on both sides, this probably was not the right move. It only kind of exacerbates everything. So let's see what Elise Slotkin had to say. Earlier this morning, President Trump threatened me and a group of service and veteran members of Congress with arrest, trial, and death by hanging. Here is my response. Let's just go ahead and give it a listen and see what she had to say anyways.
Because he didn't agree with... I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin, senator from Michigan, former CIA officer. Earlier today, President Trump threatened myself and a number of other service and veteran lawmakers with arrest, trial, and death because he didn't agree with a video we put out this week. This really isn't about those of us who made the video. This is about who we are as Americans and how we're going to engage with people who we disagree with. I would hope that people of all backgrounds, Democrat, Republican, Independent, would agree that threatening death for people you disagree with is beyond the pale of who we are as Americans. I love this country. It has given me everything, everything. And I refuse to believe that this is the new normal. I refuse to believe that we're going to use fear and intimidation against people we disagree with. And I'm not going to be forced away from speaking up on behalf of my country. I swore an oath to the Constitution many times, most recently less than a year ago as a senator. To the Constitution, not to any one man, not to any one president. And I abide by that oath. For me, I believe in the power of this country and that we are better than our current politics represent. And I refuse to be intimidated out of defending the country I love.
Okay, so that's what she had to say. Now, this is what I will say, dude. Like, the country's already in there's so much political violence already with Charlie Kirk, for example. So Trump posting this was just really not the right move, and this is why. One of the things is you have to remember that he has a huge following, and especially a base that just believe in him wholeheartedly. Every single thing he does, his actions in the Middle East, every single thing, they'll just believe him lockstep. And when he puts out things stating, you know, this is punishable by death, there are going to be some of his very close audience that are going to actually act on that for him, thinking they're following the president's wishes. And this is really everybody with a platform, with a very, very large platform, huge celebrities, people with millions and millions and millions of followers. You have to be very careful where you're directing your platform, because when you have that much of a large base, it's just really worrisome. I mean, look what he recently, just going after Marjorie Taylor Greene, and she was getting worried that she was getting death threats, and now doing this. So that's really my 2 cents there. Now, did they have to post that video? No, I think they should have posted a more specific video if they were going to say anything, instead of saying, don't follow unlawful orders. Maybe they could have specified, don't follow this, don't follow that. If he does this, if he does that, just give more specific things versus just like rebel, I guess. Still telling that, you know what I mean, kind of posting that. It's a little bit too far. The president, Representative Jason Crowe, the president of the United States just called for my arrest and execution. In these moments, fear is contagious, but so is courage. Let's see what he had to say here.
It's criminal. This morning, President Donald Trump threatened to have me arrested and executed simply for reminding our service members of their oaths to follow the Constitution and to defend the rule of law. I've taken many oaths throughout my life, as a combat veteran, a paratrooper, an Army Ranger, and now as a member of Congress. That is a lifetime oath for me. I will never stop defending it and upholding that sacred obligation. It's very telling that President Trump and those around him think it's criminal simply for asking people to follow the law. This moment requires moral clarity. Every American, regardless of your background, should unite and reject his calls for political violence. This is a moment that requires leadership. I intend to uphold my obligation, my oath, and to lead. Don't give up the ship.
Okay, and then Newswire made a post saying Trump does not want to execute members of Congress, the White House says. I shouldn't be laughing at that. I'm laughing at that because it just sounds funny that this is where the point that we're getting at, where they need to clarify it. I think that this post might just also try to be like rage baiting, but then again, who knows? Is it good when the president needs to clarify this? The president of the United States just called for Democratic members of Congress to be executed, hang them. He posted, I don't think he posted hang them. I think he reposted it. He did post seditious behavior punishable by death. That is true. Saying hang them and using the word them very specifically would be different. If you're seditious behavior, they should receive the death sentence. That would definitely be a lot worse. But this is still it's a little bit too much
to feel normal. This, as far as I know, has never happened before in the history of the country. Every Democratic member of the Senate and the House, their life is in jeopardy right now, especially those that were specifically targeted by this social media post. Democratic senators and House members who were simply saying that no member of the military should act illegally or in violation of the Constitution. The President of the United States just called for members of Congress to be executed. If you are a person of influence in this country, maybe it's time to pick a fucking side.
Damn, who is Chris Murphy? Is he a congressman, U.S. senator from Connecticut? Honestly, surprised that the guy would use the F word. He's pretty worried, I guess. It's pretty wild, honestly. I've never really heard. Oh, actually, no, I did. I've heard Trump use the F word before too, when he was annoyed with Netanyahu. Let's see what Caroline Levitt had to say responding to this. Curious.
Order that is given to this United States. They are literally saying to 1.3 million active duty service members not to defy the chain of command, not to follow lawful orders. Actually, every single can refuse an illegal order, which is they're suggesting, Nancy, that the president has given illegal orders, which he has not. Every single order that is given to this United States military by this commander-in-chief and through this chain of command, through the Secretary of War, is lawful. And the courts have proven that. This administration has an unparalleled record at the Supreme Court because we are following the laws. We don't defy court orders. We do things by the books. and to suggest and encourage that active duty service members defy the chain of command is a very dangerous thing for sitting members of Congress to do. And they should be held accountable. And that's what the president wants to see.
Yeah, dude, not good. Not good, not good, not good. I don't know. Sometimes this is kind of where I'm like, it doesn't matter if you're on the left or the right. We need to like bring it down a few notches. I feel like things are just becoming a bit more tense, and sometimes it makes me just want to go buy a ranch out in the middle of nowhere and be armed. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. If you found it interesting, make sure to go ahead and click the subscribe button below and give it a thumbs up as well. I'd appreciate the support. It helps my channel out a lot. Otherwise, I will see you guys here in a bit in the next video. Take care. Bye.